What's going on, my truckers? Just always want to update you guys on things that affect all truck drivers and get into news updates and segments that are currently happening in real time. Okay, so first off, just what's in the title right here, right? The FMCSA wants all truck drivers to know that coming June 23rd of 2025, you will no longer have to carry a copy of your medical certification card, right? In the past, you'd have to carry it after you get your physical DOT done. And if you didn't, that could be grounds of out of service. All sorts of stuff, right? And so, with this final rule, it would require medical examiners who perform U.S. Department of Transportation physicals to report the results to the FMCSA by midnight the next calendar following day. All right. So just want to let you guys know that. Now let's get into what's going on in the trucking world as of now. I just want to share a link for you guys because there's been a lot of questions on this. Even the FMCSA has reported on this. They talked about that issue where they voided two medical examiners from the Houston area, and over 15,000 drivers could be affected by this. And so there's been a lot of questions about this. And so I'll put that link down below. It says here from the FMCSA, CMV drivers, did you receive a DOT physical in Houston between March 2023 and March 2025? Your certificate may be void, requiring a new exam in less than 30 days. Learn more, and here's the link. I'll put that link down below. So a vice president of OOIDA, Louis Pugh, was at the TNI hearing, and a representative asked him, should there be a pause on the ELD? And is the ELD a national security? And is it dangerous for truck drivers as well? Right. And so I thought this was extremely interesting. Listen to this and tell me what you guys think.
Mr. Pugh, you know even better than I do that the federal mandate on ELDs, or electronic logging devices, was the most expensive mandate that Congress has ever forced onto the trucking industry. Just from hearing your testimony today, it's obvious to me that there are two issues that are at play. First, the ELD makers can self-certify and leave truckers out to dry when those devices don't hold up. And second, that components for these trackers are made around the world and oftentimes in adversarial countries. What's more is that these ELDs are hardwired into the truck itself. They can shut the truck down, start it up, even make it veer off course. Taken together, that paints a pretty grim picture of the level of trust that we have for these devices themselves. Mr. Pugh, truck drivers are some of the most patriotic Americans that I know. In fact, I used to be a truck driver myself. But as we saw in New Orleans on New Year's Eve, any vehicle can become a mass casualty weapon. Would you support a pause on the ability of ELDs to have such control over a vehicle until we get these security issues ironed out? And have I exaggerated with some of these, or are these just rumors that we're hearing about these things? Are they true? Are they not? Answer the question about a pause on ELDs.
Yeah, when it comes to ELDs, when they made the mandate, FMCSA made it so there's self-certification. What the problem is, if we've seen, and you're correct, this was one of the most expensive mandates ever on trucking. What's happened, especially for small business and even fleets, they've bought these things and then they find out later on that they didn't meet certification. FMCSA gets rid of them. So now a trucker who's invested hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in one of these units is having to buy another one. I have members who've bought 3 or 4 of these now through the thing. So it's time that FMCSA does start inspecting and certifying these things themselves to make sure they do what they're supposed to do, 110%. The other real issue, and there was even a report from FBI that said some of the componentry and components in these things are made, as you said, in foreign nations, China, Russia, places like that. And there is a very huge security because they are, a lot of them, connected. There are some that can work on a cell phone and like that, but there are a lot of them that are connected right to the ECM of the truck. So that person knows where those trucks are, can know where certain shipments are. We know trucks haul everything from to water. So Who knows what they'd have on, and
Okay.
they can find out. If they can't control the vehicle, they will at least know where the vehicle is.
Absolutely.
Wanted to give you guys a breaking news report here. So Mack Trucks is going to lay off 250 to 350 employees out in Lehigh County at their plant. Now they have over 2,600 employees there. So roughly about 10% is getting the chopping block. And it says here, the company is blaming the layoffs on a slowdown in the heavy duty truck market. So we all know right now is a very difficult time in the trucking industry. And so there's probably not a lot of owner operators and companies that can purchase these very good but expensive trucks. So just want to give you guys that information to let you know kind of where we're at right now. And so to end today's segment, let's read a Mother Trucker's email. I'm going to leave the name anonymous here. Tell me what you guys think about this. Okay, it says, just a thought. Hey, thanks for all you do. Keep up the great work. I try not to complicate things and keep this short. I'm a firm believer that no trucker should make less than $1 per mile. I feel that brokers should round off a carrier's rate to the nearest dollar. That added percentage should fall under a hazardous pay. So if a carrier pays the driver 60 cents, the broker should add 40 cents. Mainly due to how road conditions are and the fact that we do risk our lives. Not to mention that brokers act as if we work for them with all the extra demands they put on us. Let's face it, we do the hardest part of the job. We shouldn't be scratching pennies week by week. The fact that a broker makes more than I do while they sit at home just doesn't sit well with me. What are your thoughts on this? Can this become a reality? Mother Truckers, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Definitely hearing about this for the first time. It is super sad that a broker can make more than a truck driver that's pulling this load and sacrificing their time and life away from their family. So what are your guys' thoughts about this? Definitely interesting.